हेलो 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 हाँ पेश देसी भाई राम राम। शिवा भाई मैं अपनी आवाज़ नहीं रोक पाया, मैंने 300 कॉइन लगा दिए पेडरी पे और झांट भी नहीं बोला कुछ। थक चुका हूँ भाई अब मैं। बस भाई तू समझता है ना मेरे को, पेडरी पगलू हूँ भाई मैं। अब तो सीधा वर्ल्ड बैंक से लोन उठाऊंगा भाई। नहीं मैंने मैसेज किया तो है भाई, देखो कितनी देर में आता है। मैसेज तो किया है।
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it.
कभी तो बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा हूँ, कभी बहुत बुरा खेलता हूँ भाई।
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And no, that was never going to make it.
मैनेजर नहीं लिया, कोई नहीं नहीं भाई। मैनेजर तो अगले सीजन नहीं लूँगा, क्योंकि अभी कोई मैनेजर आया नहीं ऐसा।
He's got away. That is good strength.
The presence of Christian Eriksen will be really important here, Peter. I would say he's at his best playing in a free role behind the forwards. He also excels at carrying.
Mbappe is on his own.
बहुत देर लगा दी।
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a great ball. Vinicius Junior!
Goal, bhai.
Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Goal, goal.
And it's Batistuta. Oh, super find. Now it's Batistuta. And he's managed to get free. Livakovic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And he cuts out the supply. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Kubo. He can run onto that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Madrid have got it back.
कोई long ball counter या कोई counter वाला manager आएगा ना 8-10 वाला तो ले लूँगा.
Squeeze it through. And the pass is intercepted. Musiala, and he's in on
अरे
goal.
यार ऑफ दे दिया भाई.
Caught offside that time. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. And he welcomes it in. And that pass is somewhat less than I... Could be danger here! Mbappe!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Paris Saint-Germain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, no joy this time. And he thumps it clear. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Paris Saint-Germain are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Well, throw in.
भाई कोई लॉन्ग बॉल काउंटर वाला मैनेजर आएगा ना 89 या कोई क्विक काउंटर वाला मैनेजर आएगा तो मैं ले लूँगा.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
That's going to go a long way. Madrid have reclaimed it. Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely weighted ball. And it's been given away. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Fabian Ruiz.
Paris Saint-Germain merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this.
And it's Batistuta.
यार ये
Hits one!
लैग हो के गेम ना पूरी 12 बजे रखी है.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He can get that clear. Hall wins the duel this time. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice ball, and he's in here. He's had a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? And again! It's anyone's. In he goes again! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Owen is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. The ball has bounced loose now. Darwin dominates aerially so often. Now that's well seen too. Rodri. Hall. Well, that has not gone well. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He can run onto that. And Darwin. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well,
and that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your reflections then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain can always...
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. And he's managed to get free. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vinicius Junior. Brilliantly cut out. And that's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision and a willingness.
He's got the shot away! It's there!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now that's well seen too. Vitinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. He is just caressing the ball. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that is asking for trouble. This might spell Vinicius Junior. Adams.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. And it's Roberto Carlos. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar, looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior! Oh, he's found him in Neymar! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Paris Saint-Germain coming so close to levelling matters with the last action before the break. As it is, they trail by one.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So off we go once more.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And the shot! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Yeah, the pass was bang on and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Foden. Foden! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Defending was strong and firm. Van Dijk.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to...
Can he finish? It's anyone's ball this time, surely! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Paris Saint-Germain really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Well, there's the clearance. Almost an hour gone. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Keane. Engages and forces him off the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Keane trying to keep this in. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Keane. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's shifting through, and one more try! Cleared without complication. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, played right into his path. Has a go! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
And yes, it's him again. That's that, the end. Paris Saint-Germain have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Now it's De Bruyne. Otto cuts it out. It's a sweet ball, that. Can he put it away? Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Bayern Munich are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a great ball. David Villa! Denied by an instinctive save.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Otto. Haaland wins the duel this time. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's having a hit! Maradona, and he's got the beating of his man. And he's there to belt it away. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Maradona. Messiuuu. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's got away. Decent hit! They've played it short. Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Bayern Munich really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
So, third corner of the game. Maradona! Just off target.
Maradona certainly could have and should have made more of that.
De Bruyne. Oh, super find. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Snyder. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Kimmich. Taken back almost at once. Serginho. De Jong. Great work on the overlap.
Look, it's a run defences dislike.
And the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And the first half is done. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Reflections on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Paris Saint-Germain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now it's De Jong. Messiuuu. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Interesting ball. Irwin gets it clear. Makaleli. Paris Saint-Germain just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. De Bruyne. Forwards and with intent. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. Has a look and plays it forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, the shot could be on here. Bayern Munich can breathe again. Just. De Jong! Oh, it's come loose. Haaland. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he get it through? Haaland! And yes, it's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Bayern Munich grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Makaleli couldn't squeeze it through. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! And he thumps it clear. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Climbs up big! And one more try! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Sunderland are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Vitinha. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. Bastoni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Vitinha.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
David Villa. David Villa! Now, it's fallen kindly here. And he hits the net. He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Rummenigge! They are rampant! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Rummenigge. Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Stood up well to him there. Mbappe, David Villa. Bastoni. And the counter is on. Rummenigge! He scored! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking it.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Paris Saint-Germain have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Paris Saint-Germain dishing out what has been nothing short of an absolute mauling. The game is surely already in the bag, but there is plenty for the boys to talk about during half-time. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He won't be happy with that one. Beckham. Up he goes! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He could be in here. Havertz! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, just skips past his man. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Havertz. That's really well cleared. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Zico really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Zico duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, super ball. Beckham. That's good vision.
मार ले भाई तू ही खेल
Now it's Zico. Shot a goal! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through. And the second half gets underway.
Paris Saint-Germain can show their manager and their fans how much grit and spirit is actually in this team. The right characters can rescue a situation like this, and I think we're about to discover if they're present.
Messiuuu. Now Dumfries. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Picked out brilliantly. Van der Vaart. Beckham. Oh, played through for the wide man. Batistuta. He's got away. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's been won straight back. Van der Vaart! He's got a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
It's become a case of men against boys. There's the hit! And he's there to get it away. And it's Beckham. Chance to... And Batistuta! Schneider gets rid without sophistication. Chouameni. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when...
Rummenigge finds himself offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Neymar to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Great, oh, shooting chance!
वाह ये भी सेव कर ले रहा हूँ.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's had a hit! And he steered it beyond the post.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Batistuta is wide and looking to get onto this. Batistuta. Zico. tries to get it clear. Zico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Some resolute defending there. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now who's going to be first to this? Has a look and place it forward. Time added on 4 minutes. Not Rummenigge! Oh, taken with style! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Paris Saint-Germain. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, easy pickings there. He's played him through. Schneider reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder.
Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Dumfries, and he's had a hit. Oh, the ball's run, chance to finish. Oh, he hit that sweetly. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's had a shot! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. No way through. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. That's a nicely measured pass.
Footballing width usually identified.
Hits one! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Aldair calmly anticipates. That has ended up in no man's land. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And he cuts out the supply. Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. Atletico Paranaense are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks.
He's had a hit! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
So, third corner of the game. Dumfries looks for the finish. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain get their fourth corner. Dumfries. Suarez does well to get it back. Atletico Paranaense have the chance to go the other way. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Rummenigge. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well-timed, excellent interception. It's run loose here. And no, that was never going to make it. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the hit! He has done it! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter.
David Villa! David Villa!
अरे
Hits off target and by quite a way.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
He's had it taken off him. Rummenigge. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And now they can clear their lines.
Oh.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Neymar.
No.
And it's Neymar. Oh, super find. And he's cut it out.
Okay.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Schneider. Rummenigge. There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And yes, it's him again! Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's De Jong. The ball has bounced loose now. Taken back almost at once. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that's well spotted. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Beckenbauer. Rummenigge. Chance! He's scored! And he is just ripping it up!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Paris Saint-Germain take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Neymar! And that is wildly off target.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
And it's Nakata into the last 5 minutes. And he's picked out the run. And the ball's a good one. He's got the shot away! They are rampant! And surely that settles it.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Rummenigge! And somehow he kept it out. Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. Baresi makes the interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Paris Saint-Germain have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Rummenigge collecting the match ball, and it is his. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager...